Good morning, we are up and off and heading around Brac Island today. We've had a couple of days at this hotel. It's been fantastic, it really has.
Yeah, it's been nice to relax there.
Pool, saunas, gym, walks along the beach. And the town that it's near is actually Mostar, I think. We're heading in the direction now. It was absolutely stunning. It's the port that you dock at when you get the boat from Split, so Split to Mostar. And it was gorgeous, wasn't it?
Yeah, it is a really nice town actually. It's not massive by any means, but for a couple of days it's ideal. And there's loads you can actually do on this little island.
So we're going to go and explore a bit of it today, and then we've got a ferry booked at 3 o'clock to head back to the mainland, but we're leaving from a different port. I think it's called Martin we're leaving from, and we're heading to a different area of Croatia, and then we're going to make our way to Bosnia, which will be country number 11 of the trip, and we're going to head up to Mostar. But first we're going to explore Brac Island, and I would like to report that I've taken my thermal leggings off.
It is officially warm today then. Em's leggings are off.
But it's a little bit cloudy today, which makes it a nice day for a ride. Yesterday it was scorching hot, so it was nice to spend the day by the pool. So we have ridden north of the island now, up from Mostar and heading towards Milner, which you can just about see as we ride in past it. Another gorgeous little port town. Those quintessential red roofs. This was about 5 minutes ride from where we stayed, so we're going to keep going and reach the top of the island to the next port.
Yeah, I think our ferry is booked for 3 o'clock this afternoon, is it? We didn't have too much choice with the ferry as it's still classed as off-season, so I think we could either take the 11 a.m. ferry or the 3 p.m. one. So we opted for the afternoon one. It was a little bit later than we wanted, but the earlier one was, again, far too early. So we've got a few hours to see the island, so we can take our time, and it's not that big, to be honest. Lozika here, I'm guessing this is one of the less popular places to stay because it's inland.
Wow.
But it's beautiful nonetheless. It's quite well set up, isn't it, with these viewing points?
Yeah, it's nice that you're able to pull in and enjoy the town a little. I think they are olive trees, aren't they?
Yeah, for sure. They seem to be making a lot of oil on this island, so I think it's a perfect temperature for it, isn't it? Didn't you say this was one of the sunniest places in Europe?
Yeah, apparently it has the most hours of sunlight per year. But we kind of saw that yesterday, didn't we? The clouds seemed to collect on the mainland and just drift over this island, head towards the mountains.
Yeah, they did, didn't they? Yeah.
But we've headed a bit inland now to see some of the interior of the island, and the flowers are beautiful. And they've got all these rock walls as well that you can just see here, but they seem to be everywhere, even where you wouldn't expect them.
Yeah. There's not a whole lot of road network here, so we've pretty much already done a loop from where we started. I'm going to head down onto the other side now. Perfect for hiring a scooter if you come here on holiday.
Yeah, or a quad.
Yeah, plenty of places to go on them. Oh, there's a big marble quarry, is it? It's called. Look at those giant slabs.
Got some gorgeous patterns in, haven't they?
I'm not sure if this is where they process it. It looks like they cut it out the other side. We saw the main quarry. That's a beautiful stone.
Get a bargain on a kitchen worktop here.
Souvenir kitchen worktop. Well, I can see where they get their building blocks from, can't we?
Yeah.
It's an ideal size to use all the offcuts from the quarry.
seems like the architecture of this island is those red roof tiles and the white marble brick.
I think that's good for keeping your house cool, isn't it?
I guess, yeah. We're always trying to do the opposite, aren't we?
Yeah, keep the heat in. We can see the mainland again. I think towards the left over there is Split, where we came from yesterday. Well, we're going to head down that way, which is where we'll get back to the mainland. But that's mainland Corsica there, and I think when we switch around, we might be able to see the other islands in the other direction.
Yeah, I think the other side is Hvar Island. Now, we did want to pop over to that island, but from Brac Island, you can only get a passenger ferry across. You'd have to go back to Split, change the ferry, and then get... it's quite a long ferry, actually. I think it's like 2 hours, 2+ hours, over to the other island. So we're going to go back to the mainland a different ferryway, and then head into Bosnia. But I've heard the other island is beautiful.
Yeah, I'd imagine so. I don't know if it's so dissimilar to this one though. As we heard a TUI rep trying to sell a trip to a couple yesterday. It was quite funny. He was saying, like, it's only an hour away, and then the couple were like, well, if it's only an hour away, it can't be that much different. It was a hard sell.
It was very funny.
It was fun. They had a point though, didn't it?
He did have a point, but the rep was trying really hard.
Yeah, but they were doing day trips to Split, and I think they were asking like £70 per person, but the actual ferry for a person was €6, so a €12 return, and you could literally walk to the port and walk to Split where it docks you. So I don't know where like the other €68 was coming from, or €58 was coming from, but
this is
funny.
Nice. I love their use of brick.
Yeah, these
rock.
stones, it seems to be the traditional building material here.
So we've turned off the main road and we're heading into a place called Mostar to see what it's like down here. This is kind of the next town along from Mostar where we stayed the other day, but we've just taken like a loop around the north and come back here. From the road it looked lovely, didn't it, Sean?
It did, yeah. It looked very similar. It was a port or a harbour town again, but there was I think there was like a super yacht docked up there. We'll just have a little look. It's easy to get to anyway.
I guess I've seen quite a lot of shops for olive oil and souvenirs. You can't go down there, but there is the front.
Oh, nice. It's very similar, isn't it?
It is. I think this one is a little bit bigger, actually.
Oh, it's got a gigantic hotel.
So we've left the town now and we're heading on. It's kind of a coast road, isn't it, Sean? But it's not quite.
Kind of, yeah. It's the only road there is. I think there is a small track down there that's next to the coast. But how accessible they are, I don't know, because most of the little towns and stuff are closed off to vehicles. And as we don't really want to park the bike far away and walk in, we'll carry on riding until we find one that we can stop at.
We've drifted away from the coast now and are heading back inland, trying to make our way to the other side of the island so we can hopefully get a view of the other islands.
Yeah, the place where we're not going.
But the roads are great so far. Twisty.
They are great. Yeah, twisty, quiet, good surface, and the smell from the trees as they get heated up by the sun is really nice.
Super relaxing ride.
Yeah, it's 23 degrees. It's getting hot.
It's just getting nice.
Is that nice? Yeah, it's me overheated.
I love the wildflowers at the side of the road.
Yeah, there's a lot of poppies as well, which I didn't expect to see.
So we've taken the road in the direction of Bol, which is quite famous on this island. It's got a sandy beach I think, that's kind of the image of the entire island. It kind of juts out into the sea, and what you can see in front of you is Hvar Island, but we've got a little balcony road to get down to Bol.
Yeah, that's, in fact, behind that island is another island, so I think you can just about see the peaks of the second island as well.
Gorgeous, gorgeous road.
There is, isn't there? We rode past some what looked like old civilization here, or I don't know, it just looked man-made, didn't it? Like
Yeah, it did.
there was a little town or something living there. And I'm wondering how much of the Romans came here to take the marble. So remember we read yesterday that Split marble all comes from this island. Is that right, Em?
Yeah, I think a lot of the marble in Split comes from here, and I think they even found it all the way in Rome and in Italy as well.
Would make sense if this was one of the Roman sources of marble, that it might have been highly populated here.
Yeah.
I'll have to have a search when we stop and see what we find.
So Hvar Island, the one that we can see now, is really long and skinny, and it's kind of got one road that goes all the way to the tip, and then there's another ferry that takes you back to the mainland.
Ah, okay. Whereas this one has a lot more road networks.
Yeah. It's very lush, that island, though, isn't it?
It does look it, yeah. It's like completely full of trees. Another thing we were wondering about is like on the right here, these piles of rocks. When you're high, you can actually see these piles of rocks go all the way up the side of the hills. And we're wondering what they were. I was thinking maybe they're like fire breaks,
Could be.
but I'm not sure. So that's what we've come over here to see, is that little, well, it's not a peninsula, is it? Just where it juts out there. It looked a lot bigger on the photos.
It did.
But it's still pretty impressive.
We are still quite far away. Maybe it'll get bigger.
Yeah, in fairness, yeah, it'll get bigger then. But that should fill the time nicely, as it's coming up to 1 o'clock now, so we can have an hour or so, and then we'll make our way to the ferry.
I think this so far has been the best road we've done on the island, from the centre to Bol.
Yeah, I agree there.
Views.
Yeah. Balcony road.
It is a one-way in and out.
Yeah, it's a dead end, isn't it? When we get down here, you have to turn back and come back the way you came.
It's not a bad thing. Get to ride it
No.
twice.
It's wild at all.
It's quite a big place, Bol.
It is, isn't it? I think it is quite a tourist destination. There's a few like tour boats and stuff going down there.
Shall we go see if we can see that bit that juts out first?
I
Or
guess
head
so,
for
yeah.
coffee?
Does you see me?
So we're heading down towards that beach that we saw from the road, the one that's famous here in Bol. I think it's called Rat Beach. I'm not sure about that. Or
Yeah,
Rat
the signpost said it was called Rat Beach.
It's such a beautiful place. I feel like it deserves better branding.
I think so, yeah. A better name than Rat.
There's actually camping here.
That is a good spot, isn't it?
That's a great spot. I definitely would have considered that. And it's a bit sandy. You find it sand in your tent for the next 3 weeks. But this is as far as you can go to get to the... Oh, but you can see it from here. That's good.
Oh yeah, there's a little
It's like-
platform there at least. A motorcycle
viewing
parking.
point. You want to turn up there, or you want to... What do you want to do?
There's a nudist beach too.
Oh. So it is nice. When you go just over there, you can kind of see the tip of it. But it's a nice beach. But I don't think it's worth the €5 to park for a bike. No. I think it was like 15 for a car, which is also quite steep. I think if you're here, it's a good idea to you know, go down and see it for the day, or if you do a boat trip around the island, then it's definitely a stop. But I don't think it's worth it for us. It is beautiful.
Oh yeah. So I guess if you're staying in the area and you can walk over, great. Yeah. But it's maybe not worth the effort.
That's what I was thinking as well.
Is it busy as well? And it's off season.
It's really busy and it's really touristy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think there's a lot more nicer beaches probably on this island than
I would
that
imagine
one.
So.
It's just quite unique, the fact that it kind of juts out like it does.
Yeah, that's cool.
All right then, can I hop back on?
Yeah, you can.
Right, we're arriving in the town of Bol now. Gonna go down to the front, hopefully find a little place for a coffee.
There's also a petrol station here as well, which I hadn't seen many, to be honest, in the rest of the island.
That's true.
But understandable, because it's not very big.
Oh, lovely.
Oh, it's really pretty here, isn't it? Wow.
Wow.
Oh, these have all just got off the boat, I think.
Probably.
Literally.
Oh, it smells great. It smells like the sea.
Yeah, there's a nice breeze coming down as well, isn't there? It's quite cooling.
See anywhere for a coffee, Sean?
I haven't yet, no. I guess you can park the bike here though.
Nice multistrada there.
Oh yeah, all kitted out.
Oh yeah, lovely place.
There's parking ticket people everywhere, isn't there?
Yeah.
It looks like the main town centre of Bol is just over there. Unfortunately, there is a barrier, so we can't quite get through there. I think if you're staying in the town, you might be able to access it, but otherwise there's a small car park just outside the town centre. We have parked Storm in a little place between two recycling bins. He's not really happy about that, but we'll have to make do for the time being. Em's gone to see if she can get us a drink and she'll bring it back here, and then we can sit here on the waterfront. But it is beautiful here. The sea is really clean, got a great view of the other island, and I think they do some great boat trips from here as well. So if you had some more time, that would be a good thing to do here. Emily has returned and she's bearing the goods.
Yeah, I got 2 oat milk flat whites from a little restaurant over there. There is a coffee shop further along, but this place was a restaurant and I saw that it had avocado toast on the menu and I was like, they are gonna do good coffee, and they also had a very good coffee machine. And the coffee is very, very good. I'd say it's like a 7.5 out of 10, so I'm quite impressed with it. And we've got these amazing views. The restaurants are all just on the front down there. It's actually quite a nice walk down. It's a really nice little area. It is busy though, because as you can see behind me, the boats pull in here with, I think, all of the day trippers from Split, or maybe even people that have come to stay on Havar Island. So yeah, all good. What have you been up to, Sean?
I've actually been looking at the service for the bike next, which is coming up quickly. I think we've got about 5,000 or 6,000 kilometers on him now. So the 11 or the 10,000 kilometer service will be probably in about 4 or 5 weeks or something like that. So I've been in contact with one of the BMWs in Turkey, and it looks like they can get us in around about the time that we're going to be there. So that's great. I might even ask them if they can to get a spare oil filter and maybe a spare set of brake pads. I think with that we can probably make do with like a half service somewhere else if we have to. Although we've also been in contact with the BMW Motorrad in Almaty in Kazakhstan, and they've also booked us in for a service. So between those two, we're going to be getting to Kazakhstan. We'll get the service done then. That'll take us all the way through China, and then I think before we leave China we can get an oil change done there. The actual guide that's organising our China passage said there is a garage towards the end of the trip where people do oil changes. They can get them done there. So we're pretty much covered from Turkey, Kazakhstan, end of China, and then again in Thailand there's a couple of dealers there. So yeah, they might not overlap perfectly. I think we'll be doing a lot of early services, but that's a lot better than late services. But it's good to know that there's a good support network there.
and I think we just got blocked in by a bus.
Oh yeah. We might be here longer than we planned.
All right, well, cheers. Saying goodbye to Brac Island. It's been fun.
Cheers, Em. It's been good, hasn't it?
It really has. So we're gonna ride back up now, the same way we came, get on the road and head to Sub Martin, which is where the next ferry leaves from. And yeah, then it's it's Bosnia time.
Yeah, nice to be back in Bosnia actually.
Yeah,
we've been to Mostar before, but we never stayed there. I think we just stopped by for an hour or two. Yeah, it's a cute little town, isn't it?
It is. There's a lot of history there, so I'm looking forward to getting back.
Right, well, we stopped. I also had a little look at the history of Brac Island, and we already knew it's the 3rd largest island in the Adriatic. Apparently it was inhabited by the Greeks, then by the Romans, as it was prized for its white limestone. We knew that it was used in the palace in Split, but it says here that allegedly the White House in Washington DC also has the white limestone from here.
Oh really?
But it's allegedly, so I don't know if there's any proof to that.
That's quite interesting, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. It's gone a long way if it has.
Well, that was a great start. Great to have coffee, and I am excited for the next ferry journey.
Yeah, me too. I don't think we've got so far to go on the other side, but it is an hour ferry, so yeah, by the time we get there, we'll probably end up in Bosnia around about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock tonight. I think they enjoyed that. Back on the balcony road, and yeah, I think we need to get a move on actually, Em. I think the ferry goes in about 50 minutes.
Why are we like always running?
I don't know, I was feeling like today we had loads of time and we actually had time to kill.
It's not too far from here, I don't think. Maybe like 30 minutes.
30 minutes, and I think they pretty much load and go on the same time, don't they? It's not like it's a big check-in process.
Yeah, exactly. But I don't think we'll do any more stops today.
No, I think we'll carry on here. I ordered a set of tyres for the bike to be put on in Istanbul. I say ordered, I asked for them, and they've pretty much got them within a couple of days. So they sent me a photo as well, which has made me feel a lot better, because
we checked that they'd ordered the right numbers.
Well, yeah, or I've given them the right size, because you always get that worry, don't you? But that's awesome. There was absolutely no problem getting them whatsoever.
So that's one set down, 5 more to find along the route. 5
more to find, yeah. The next, I'm thinking after Istanbul, the next set will be Almaty in Kazakhstan, which is where we're trying to get the service. But for some reason they are saying they can't get tyres, but I think there's some loss of communication somewhere, but I'm working on that one.
But we do have a couple of backup plans. We can order them in China, we know that, so...
Yeah, that's true. For the start, we maybe get them for the start and the finish in China.
Yeah.
That's true. It's hard to say how many kilometres we're going to get out of them, isn't it? So... Yeah, now we see.
One day at a time.
If not, I can get the bike on a horse and cart or something and have it dragged to the border. We've got our tow rope from Giant Loop, haven't we? Could use that.
We're ready. Alright, so I think we're taking the 115 now to Sub Martin on that side.
See, that one looks like it's been dug out, doesn't it?
It really does, yeah.
Some doesn't look like natural.
Some interesting things on this island.
Yeah, there is. I'm guessing there's a lot of like lost history as well.
Yeah.
It kind of happens, doesn't it, when like a civilization come in to take a resource and then they leave.
Yeah.
Like there's information.
I'm guessing probably even the roads that we were on were done by the Romans.
They might have been, possibly, yeah. Although they're not very straight. But then I guess they do have to follow the contours of the land. Right, Neil, I think we're nearly here at Sub Martin for the ferry.
Perfect.
Not sure where exactly the ferry is, but I'm sure we'll notice a gigantic ship
Maybe it's not a gigantic ship. Maybe you've booked like a little canoe across.
Maybe.
I think we just arrived in St Martin, ready to get the ferry.
Yeah, I think the ferry's going to be somewhere around that corner, surely. Looks nice,
I think
doesn't
I
it?
can see it. I think I can see it just around that next bend.
Look at the water down there.
Wow.
Yeah, well, there's a nice accessible beach that doesn't cost €15 to park all day. Oh, there you go. For the ferry.
Okay. Alright, we are getting on the ferry. It's a bit of a smaller one this time.
Oh yeah, it is, isn't it? It doesn't have like the rooftop part on it. He's waving us on.
He's telling us to go through. You clear on both sides, Sean?
Hello.
Hello. Oh,
To
quite
the
a
right.
bumpy. Easy peasy.
They're wearing the classic sailors t-shirts.
It's quite cool, isn't it? Thank you. A little bit that way.
Bit more, did you say?
Yeah. That's okay.
Just want it too close to the water.
There we go. Shall I hop off?
Yes, please.
There we go.
Yes.
I want to go.
Yes.
Okay.
I want to go to Wales.
We're parked up on the ferry now. Actually quite glad that we pre-booked this because it's quite busy on here. In fact, I think it's full and it's not the biggest of boats. So I think if we hadn't have booked in advance, we probably certainly wouldn't have got a place on the boat. But we're on now. We've got a 50-minute crossing to the other side and I'm going to stay with the bike the same as last time. Although to be honest, on this crossing, it's not so big as the last one. So there's no cafe or facilities upstairs or a sun deck. There is a few seats up there, which I think Em's gone to take a look outside, see what she can see. But this time I've got a little window that I can watch out as we're going out, which is quite nice. I'm just hoping that not too much of that salt water comes splashing in. It's coming up to 3 o'clock now, so I think the boat will be heading off any minute now, really. It's a beautiful, calm crossing, so I don't think the bike will be rocked too much. Again, there's no straps or anything on these crossings. And you're going to wait with the bike anyway, so it'd be a waste of time. Unless it was a choppy crossing, and then I might be a little bit more concerned. Em's on storm duty today, there she is. Right, Em? I've just come up to the top of the deck to have a quick look, and it's pretty spectacular up here. Seeing the coastline from a little bit afar makes all the difference. It's really beautiful. There's all these little coves that we didn't notice because you can't really ride around the perimeter like that, but seeing them from the boat, there's a beautiful little white sand blue sea beach there, and that's where we're heading. Pretty much straight over to that town over there. Then as soon as we arrive, we'll be heading towards Bosnia. I don't think we'll be in Croatia for much longer today. We will plan to come back into Croatia maybe tomorrow or even the day after tomorrow. I'm not sure what the plan is or how long we're going to stay in Bosnia, but we're just nipping in really because we're trying to head to Turkey now. Well, we've just
It's a bit chaotic getting off, isn't it?
It is a bit chaotic, and it started to rain, like big rain too.
Crazy. Okay.
Right.
Think if you can come back now? Is that enough for you?
Yeah, that's fine. I might as well use all the room.
Perfect. I'll hop on now.
Yes, please, Em.
Try not to bang my head.
Are you on?
I'm on. It's like straight onto the dock.
It really is, isn't it? Like there's pedestrians and stuff here.
Risky that, Sean. Stopping on the...
What's that? That's all good. Right, I think we're going straight here if we can. That's good, pedestrians crossing.
Alright, we're out.
We're out.
Welcome to Croatia again, and a town I don't know the name of.
Can't remember. It was on the ticket, wasn't it?
It was.
Makarska, that's where we are. Makarska.
That's some chunky
Whoa,
rain,
that is some chunky rain, isn't it? I can't see where it's coming from. It doesn't look like it's a black cloud.
It's too hot to put the waterproofs on.
What's it? Yeah, it is too hot, isn't it? I think we take a chance.
Yeah, at least for like another 10 minutes. And then
At least until we're like sodding wet.
Yeah.
And then we'll put them on.
Alright, let's go to Bosnia.
Yeah, let's go
Feel like we're going in the wrong direction.
Yeah, we are.
Feel like we're heading north and we should be heading south.
We are heading north, you're right. The sea's on our left, but we're going to turn back on ourselves in a second.
Is it like a one-way system around this town?
Not sure.
So we're officially on the coast, heading south again. This road actually takes you all the way down to Dubrovnik, but we're going to come off, go to Mostar, and then drop back down tomorrow.
I think we're on this coast road for another hour or so, maybe 40 minutes. Wow, look at the beaches down there.
Beautiful. These are gorgeous. Another gorgeous coastline, and then views over to the islands.
Village there is Drasnis.
They've all got these like lovely coved sections where you can be on the beach, which is really nice.
That one doesn't look like it has any hotels, just local residents. That'd be a nice place to live there, wouldn't it?
Beautiful.
Good view of the other islands from here.
Yeah, and all these little towns that we keep seeing.
Are we still on the 8 heading south down Croatia direction of Dubrovnik? I like Dubrovnik. It was quite good.
Yeah, we'll head there in a couple of days after we've seen Mostar. Quite a cool little mountain, that.
Nice one. Yeah, I think we have ridden down here before, but I really don't remember it.
We have done, yeah.
Or did we miss this section out and we cut through some other countries? We might have done, mightn't we?
But I do really love riding next to the coast, and I do really love this road. But I think it'll be nice to go off to Mostar, even though we will be missing a short section. It'll be a nice change to head up into Bosnia now.
Yeah, it's a nice detour, isn't it? Quite interesting ride too.
He was going fast.
Yeah, it sounded good, that one.
He did. So we're just riding through on quite a fast road, but there's some gorgeous lakes on the left of us, and mountains and beautifulness.
General beautifulness.
General beautifulness.
We're heading inland now, aren't we? So we won't see the coast now till, well, maybe tomorrow.
It's quite an interesting area, this, isn't it?
It is, yeah. There's some industrial parts just we've passed, and then you've got like really beautiful little settlements over there, little villages. There's a motorway running through there, which we're avoiding, and there's a national park coming up. There's a few signs for it we've seen, so it could be a memorable journey to Bosnia.
Oh, green light. That looks good, doesn't it?
Yeah, the Delta River.
And Dubrovnik's only 100 kilometres away from here.
Wow, things are a lot closer than we think, really. That's really cool, isn't it? I like that. Right, we'll soon be at the border to Bosnia. This will be the last bit of Croatia for today. Actually quite an interesting little region to ride through here. There's quite a few old houses by the river, some fishing villages and things. It's been an interesting ride the past 30-40 minutes. But as I say, we'll be in Bosnia soon. This is actually the first hard border of this trip, in that I do believe that passports will have to come out and get stamped. I'm not sure if they'll check the bike's insurance documents. I think I read that as long as you've got European insurance, that's fine. And the only country here that we do need to purchase insurance, I think, is Montenegro. But we'll check that when we get there.
Alright. We also need to be starting to think about our e-visa for Turkey as well. Something that we need to do.
Yeah, that's a good idea, because that could come on us quite quickly, couldn't it, if in a few weeks?
Yeah, exactly. So
they're always a little bit more nervous, these hard borders, aren't they?
yeah, it's just we're not used to them, isn't it?
Yeah. For some reason, you feel like you've done something wrong, or like I don't know, like they think
just
what
feel
you're trying
like
to do.
you're worried about you forgetting something or missing something, I guess.
Yeah.
But they might not even check us, I don't know.
No, they might not. I say, in you come. But it's not the Schengen, is it? So we do need to get that stamp, as if to say you're stamped out.
Ah, okay.
Now that we're British, with the British passport, we're no longer part of the Schengen.
Oh yeah.
I think this is the last town before the border. This is Metkovic. So I think I'm going to pull the bike over and grab our passports out so we're not faffing about on the border.
Sounds good.
There's nothing worse than holding the traffic up while you have to fish around for your passport.
True that. You're not in Switzerland, Sean.
No, I don't.
She was very shocked.
She was like, "What's he stopping for?" 1 kilometre to the border. Mostar, there we go, straight ahead, Mostar. There we go. I do remember this border, and we've been on this one before, but coming the other way.
Ah, okay.
I think there was big queues last time. Yeah, look, there's lots of queues coming in.
All passports. I guess we stick with all passports, eh?
Yeah, I'd say so, yeah.
Have a good day.
Well, that was easy.
Just a quick stamp.
Yeah. I can put all these documents that I've got down my front back in the back box now.
Yeah, maybe pull over straight away. Welcome to our 11th country, Bosnia.
Yes, welcome to Bosnia. That's full of character. I like that building.
That's cool.
Has this road been resurfaced since the last time?
Yes,
it has.
Ah, Bosnia, it's good to be back.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? There it is. Welcome to Bosnia. It's a very good road, isn't it? Look at that.
Right.
We're only 42 minutes away from Mostar. Oh, is this another check here, Em?
I think so.
This is like customs check, is it? Not
Maybe.
passport. Might need to switch them off.
Oh, it's just a secondary police check, I think.
He was flicking us on like that. He's like, go on. In you go.
Okay, you still need to pull over. Remember to do the documents out your jacket.
Ah, yeah, good point. I'll do that in a second. I think travelling by motorcycle, the borders are a lot easier than if you're in a car for some reason.
Yeah, I'm not sure why.
I know, even though you've got 130 litres of like storage space
Yeah.
and you're very fast, it's like you couldn't possibly be bringing anything in. But it makes life easier, so I'm not complaining. That's our first point of interest ahead. There's a Bosnian castle there, perched on that rock.
I think you can see
Looks
it
quite
now,
well.
that's it.
It looks quite well preserved, doesn't it? And the houses too, very traditional.
Quite a wall around it as well. It's really like nice little preserved town there.
It is, isn't it? Seems quite a popular place as well. We're next to the river.
There's a smell of firewood in the air wherever you go.
There is, isn't there? Yeah. I think that's being used like to cook on, heat the houses as well, I guess.
That's a big new road.
Oh wow, it is. That wasn't there, I don't think, last time we were here. Gosh, that's a mega road.
A mega road?
A mega road? In the fact that a road has appeared where you wouldn't think a road was possible. They've like blown up half of that hill. Wow,
and created a road.
That's fairly impressive at the same time, an eyesore. But they were building them in Kosovo as well the last time we were there.
Yeah.
Like straight through.
Yeah.
We've arrived in Mostar, just on the outskirts. It looks vaguely familiar. See, there's a lot of new like supermarkets and shopping centres have been built since we've last been here. It's looking really tidy, isn't it?
It is, yeah. We're only a few kilometres away from our hotel, and we've picked a hotel in the town centre.
Yeah, it's actually well, it's not specialising in bikers, but when you look on their website, there's lots of pictures of motorcycles parked in their underground parking. So it looks like they've marketed it as bikers, which is great. That's actually the reason we picked this one, wasn't it?
It is, yeah. So hopefully it has a good parking when we get there, and then we'll be able to recommend it to you guys. But we'll wait and see.
That's true. But I'm looking forward to getting here. Hopefully we can get unpacked and checked in quite quickly, because I'm quite hungry. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'm hungry now. Would like to just dump the stuff and wander into Mostar for the evening and get an early night.
That's a good plan. One thing I've noticed is there's lots and lots of car wash facilities.
Yeah.
The people must take pride in having a clean car.
They must.
Because we were struggling to find a car wash the other day, weren't we, when to get the salt off.
They also seem to be very conservative drivers.
Yeah, I noticed that. They're not like forcing their way on. It's quite relaxed to ride here in Bosnia so far.
You expect as soon as you cross the border everything to immediately change, and driving habits and culture to change, but it seems quite chilled out here.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? There it is. So we get a good little sneak preview from up here. Couldn't quite see the bridge from there though. We don't actually have any data on our phones here in Bosnia, so before arriving I downloaded the offline maps to the Kalimoto, so we can still navigate and record the route, more importantly, because we're using Kalimoto to plan the routes and also to share the routes. The links are always in the first pinned comment. Right, I need to pay attention again to where I'm going. We're literally like 3 minutes away. We could be 10 if I miss another turn.
Is it this one?
Yeah, I just think he's about to pull out. Yep, it's fine. We're somewhere down here. Right. And again, the first right. Red Army Dante. Some interesting slogans. I'd be interested to know the history behind.
Yeah.
We can see over there the bullet holes on the buildings. Oh.
This hotel is in a great location.
It is, isn't it? We don't want to have to walk far to get into the centre. That's if I've put the right address in.
Looking forward to getting out of this bike suit today. I'm a little bit warm.
Well, look at that on the right, some reminders of the past. That's supposed to be just here on the right, I think. Can you remember what it was called?
No. Sorry.
It's okay. I think it's this one, Hotel Villa Lane.
Yeah, that's it. That's it.
I guess we just go straight down here.
Yeah, I would. Okay. I don't think they have an elevator, so do you want to just put it somewhere and then
Okay, yeah.
we can park it close or something later?
Yeah. Sure, they'll tell us where they want us to put it.
Yeah. Oh, that's dark.
Get a feel for my side stand there.
I know.
At least we put the side stand down.
All right, get the passports.
You can use the light in the back box this time. It's quite good parking here. It's not gated, but it's pretty secluded, isn't it? I think
Out of sight, isn't it?
Yeah, majorly out of sight. And they've got CCTV cameras as well, which is great. And we have a room that's on the ground floor, so it's not too far to carry these boxes, which will be today's little mini workout.
So I booked this hotel purely based off of two things, which was price and parking. When we're in the cities or even big towns, really, parking is the priority. Keeping storm safe is the priority. So when I was looking online, I was checking, do you have underground parking or secure parking? And I found this place, which was fantastic. But then I started to look at the price and also the fact that it's 4 stories high and doesn't have an elevator. And even though Sean says it's completely fine for him to lug the luggage in every night, I thought I'd give them a call. So I called up the reception and I said, listen, we're coming on a motorcycle. Do you have secure parking? And is there any chance you could put us on a lower floor so that it's easier for us to bring the luggage in, etc. The lady at the reception was so helpful, so lovely. She was like, absolutely. And because it's on a lower floor and it doesn't have a balcony or like a view out to Mostar, which the other rooms do have here, I can give it you for €40, including parking. Absolute bargain. And the place is gorgeous. So this is the room we've got. It's got a couch, little chair, nice bed set up, and a sparkling clean bathroom in here. What more can you ask for €40? You can't complain at that. Sean's downstairs in the garage putting Storm's D-lock on and his cover and tucking him away in the corner. And then we're gonna head out into Mostar. I'm gonna get out of these bike clothes and into something more comfortable. And I am so hungry, so I think we should head out for dinner. But yeah, really impressed with this place. I would recommend it.
That's a quick turnaround and we're out in search of dinner tonight. We're right bang in the centre of Mostar here, so we don't have too far to go. Instantly you can see the buildings behind us are riddled with bullet holes as a reminder of the Bosnia War that well, lasted quite a long time here.
Yeah.
But we're going to head down into the city centre now and hopefully find a restaurant, as we haven't eaten all day since breakfast.
We forgot to have lunch.
Yeah, and it's already like 7 o'clock now.
So we're going to head over the bridge, I think, the main Mostar bridge, and then, if I remember correctly, on the other side is where a lot of the restaurants are.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I think we actually pulled the bike up outside one of the restaurants quite a while
Last time,
ago.
yeah.
Headed down these steps to one of the older parts of the city. It's where all the market stalls are, and I think there's going to be a strong smell of lavender because last time we were here everyone was selling it. So we go down here, walk through the markets, and then make our way to the old bridge.
The cobbles here have been polished by thousands of feet. It's actually quite slippy, and the bridge is just over here. And down this street, it's kind of like souvenir street. You can pick up anything, copper, jewellery, pots, anything you could possibly imagine, you can find it. And I might have even got my patch.
Anything take your fancy, Em?
Just the patches, but there is some gorgeous jewellery here. Even the earrings are around €2, so it's quite reasonable really. But we're heading up to the bridge now. We're going to walk across and see if we can find food on the other side. But I love this little street. It's pretty iconic for here in
It's
Mostar.
actually some places you go to, or some cities and countries, it's full of tack in places like this. But this, there's a lot of craftsmanship being put on display. The copper relief plates are quite impressive. In fact, just back there you can hear them actually making them here. But there's a lot of lovely produce being sold here.
Yeah, a lot of products that are beautiful, as you say.
It's really nice to see as well. We're crossing the bridge now, which was actually destroyed in the 1990s during the war, but it was rebuilt in 2004, I think. And there's an age-old tradition here of diving off the bridge, and it's still done today as well. They're not here at the moment, but probably tomorrow there'll be guys sat on the top of the bridge, and for a small tip, they'll fling themselves off the bridge and into the water.
Yeah, the other tradition is slipping down the bridge. It is slow, it's so slippy coming up and down here. You can see people holding on to the sides and stuff because it is that slippy. It's like a polished
It is
marble.
actually, I can feel my feet going from underneath me here.
But we're heading now into the other side of the bridge, which is, again, like we were in before, kind of a maze through. And then we'll head over to where I think the restaurant area is.
We found the restaurant that we were looking for, and coincidentally, we've actually been here before. This is the restaurant that we went to. It must have been six years ago. We were on the R1300 GS Adventure, and I think that was one of our first big trips together. And I remember we chose this one because we could park the bike just up outside.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like it's changed a bit.
No, I'm very excited to head back in. So we're here at Food House restaurant and we have ordered food, very excitingly. We've also ordered a cup of tea with lemon. These were around €2 each, and we have ordered a vegetarian platter which is full of grilled zucchini, eggplant, peppers, and then a few other traditional Bosnian dishes. So I think there's turmeric rice and potatoes and a kind of stew dish. And we've also ordered iman ildi. I'm butchering that, but apparently this is kind of like a baked aubergine dish. I've never tried it before and I'm really looking forward to trying some authentic Bosnian food here tonight. Food has arrived and it looks absolutely fantastic. This is the vegetarian platter and this is the traditional Bosnian dish with the stuffed eggplant and potato. I think here is their equivalent of a mashed potato. I'm gonna give it a try first. Lovely, creamy, got a great texture to it. And then here we have the rice, which is like a turmeric rice, and the tomato stew. Oh wow. It has such a strong flavour of roasted peppers that have been done on a fire, so you can like taste that charcoal in it. Sean, you're gonna have to get in here.
Right, what we've got here is a giant aubergine with some sort of, is that like a paprika tomato sauce?
I think so.
I think you're the expert.
Roasted vegetable.
Potatoes are always welcome at the end of the day.
It's nice, isn't it? It's fiery.
It's really good. Is that spicy or not sure?
Well, dinner was fantastic and as good as I remember it from 6 years ago, so I'm really happy about that.
Yeah, it was pretty good in fairness. I quite enjoyed tasting the local dishes again, which we could have quite a lot of those. We've gone for a wander around Old Town now and to a part of the city that we didn't see last time. And I can't believe we missed this because it's actually a really beautiful spot here. There's another smaller bridge there, the Crooked Bridge. But this one has actually also been rebuilt because the original was damaged heavily during the war and I think a big flood finished it off. But it was rebuilt, I think, in 2002, thanks to Luxembourg. I think they sponsored this one.
Yeah, UNESCO site now. It's beautiful here though, especially now the sun has gone down. Everything is twinkling, it's got lights everywhere. All of the restaurants here look so romantic, and even there's one over there that we spotted before. It's just picturesque and beautiful in the centre here in Old Town. But we're on the bridge now. It's got those steps that make you feel you're gonna fall. But look at that.
Yeah, we didn't see this at night time either, but the way that all of the different buildings are lit up, you can see like which ones are the feature buildings. But yeah, Mostar, really beautiful.
Let's go and explore some more of it. Thank you very much. Thank you. What a fantastic way to end the day. Ice cream and views of the Mostar Bridge. What a fantastic day we've had, riding all the way from Brac Island here to Mostar in Bosnia. And tomorrow we're actually planning to spend the morning here in Mostar and then head back down towards the coast and to Dubrovnik. So we'll see you all in the next episode as we ride all the way back to Croatia.